O!
Z prawdziwym metalowym gwoździem. Jakbyś mogła sprawdzić, czy jest ostry.
Jest ostry.
Jest?
No.
Będzie mniej boleć.
Ja wpuściliśmy? No ładnie.
Za chwileczkę każdy z nas losowo wybierze jedną torbę. Zanim to zrobimy, ja zamieszam, tak żebyście...
Ja nie chcę tej z gwoździem.
Nie chcesz tutaj zgłosić?
Marzenka,
Nie.
cieszy się, że on na tym każdy siadać nie każe.
Doskonale. Słuchajcie, w taki oto sposób rozwalamy po kolei.
Że jedna dziurka.
Zrobimy tak, zrobimy na 3, dobrze? Uważaj.
Raz, dwa...
So, from what I understand, this stage magician, this illusionist, was a contestant and finalist on Poland's Got Talent, and he was invited to their equivalent of the Today Show or Good Morning America, their morning show over there. And he was going to do a demonstration of one of his tricks, and as you can see, it did not go as planned. Talk about a career-ending moment. There's some things that you just don't live down, and he may find it difficult to find volunteers for his gigs from now on. I mean, how do you mess that up? It's like the easiest illusionist trick there is. Not that I'm an illusionist or anything, but he did put the spike in the bag. He did mix them up and place them back on the table, and all he had to do was keep track of which bag the spike was in. I assume one would be heavier than the others. It should be quite easy to tell which one it is, but he lost track of where it was, and his illusionist career ended as her screams began. Now, we're all human, we all make mistakes, but there are some things that call for a 0% margin of error. You have to get the basics down before moving on to the more dangerous things. So when I'm asked when am I going to cover the Goetia and evocation, this, that, and the other, the answer is when I feel that it is time, when I am told that it is okay to do so. Otherwise, it would be as if I had taken your hand and slammed it down on that spike. I know a large percentage of you are up to speed, and yet I still receive questions such as, what is a sigil? And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has to begin somewhere. But understand that we're getting new people in all the time. And although we won't wait on them forever, I need to make sure that we have the basics down before moving into things that have little to no margin of error. And so the answer is when I am told that it is ready. Almost every single video that I put out, I get at least 1 or 2 people who comment on the synchronicity of it being exactly what they needed to hear. This is not a coincidence. This is because the majority of the videos that I put out, I am told to put out. Instructed by the spirit, the higher self, whatever you want to call it, there is a reason that the topics and information that I'm covering is lining up with what's going on in your lives. So it will be time when it is time. And so to start out, I knocked out about 50 questions right there. I'm still waiting for your reply about creating a sigil for winning at poker. Well, games of chance are an entirely different beast altogether. Again, as with all magic, you have to let go of your expectation and forget about the magic you've done. And playing games of chance is a reminder of the magic you had done to win at playing games of chance. Instead of targeting the game itself, I would target you as a player of that game. I would sigilize the intent that I am a successful and professional poker player. And charge the sigil and forget about it. And go on about your business playing poker. That doesn't mean that the next time you play poker you're going to win. Even the professionals don't win every tournament. So do the magic, then go on about developing your game to allow it to come to pass. Much like I had cast a sigil for a successful YouTube channel and then went on about developing the channel, forgetting all about the magic that I had done until I discovered it in my records. Hi, Frater. What's my life's purpose? This is another question I get a lot. People feeling stuck, wanting me to tell them what their life purpose is. I don't know what your life purpose is. You're going to have to find your own path. Now, my suggestion to do this is to begin a daily meditation practice and to meditate on a single question. What is my life purpose? Show me my life purpose. What am I supposed to be doing with my life? Clearing your mind of all other thoughts and just concentrating on that. And then when you're done meditating, go on about your day and forget about it. As you forget about it and you least expect it, answers will begin to come to you. Things will begin to be shown to you. Coincidences will start to happen. Okay? The answers are within you, and this is the method for drawing them out. Hi, Frater. Using a sigil back in March, I cast for a trip to Bangkok. 3 months later, I was there. Excellent. See, I go on about sigils a lot, but it really is the easiest way to change your life and to make things happen. He says he also purchased the book Kabbalah, Magic, and the Great Work of Self-Transformation by Liam Thomas Christopher, and it's helped him tremendously with meditation, saying that it has been the best way to clear his mind, which is rather cluttered. Yes, it's good to remove the clutter of the mind. And I appreciate your testimonial. Thank you. Do sigils work better using symbolism or dead languages rather than creating them out of regular letters? Not necessarily. All of it is symbolism. You're taking the letters that are symbolic of your intent and you're using them to create another symbol of your intent. It's all symbolism. My water magic caused fire. Hi, Frater. I recently did the soap banishing magic spell from your fire and water program to cure my one-itis that I had on a girl. Someone in my family noticed it a day later and poured out the water in the sink. Almost 3 days later, I got news that a building was destroyed by fire. This building had the same name as the girl I had one-itis for. The most amazing part is that I don't even like to read the news, but I was led to this news through certain events that are too long to describe. Actually, 2 days after doing this spell, I felt that my one-itis was gone. I still find that the girl is hot, but I am no longer obsessed with her, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I doubt that you actually caused that building to burn. More like it was a message to you that it was working, as the subconscious can also send messages into our reality as well, because you targeted your obsession, not the girl herself. And that's the important part, to be careful with what you're naming in the spell. He continues, I've also done the water charging spell to attract things, and it has been successful every time I've done it. This water magic is so easy to do, still it works wonders. It's too good. Sorry for the length of this message, but this is some of the best magic I have ever done. Yes, it is very easy to do and yet very powerful. And I appreciate the testimonial. So thank you. Now he gets to his small question. Do planetary placements in one's natal chart affect their ability to perform magic? Like if I had Mercury conjunct Venus, does that mean I am good at force and form? Mars trine Jupiter, does that mean being good at action and faith? Not necessarily. It's going to depend heavily on what signs and houses they are in. The elements of those signs as well. Water signs, there's your force. Air signs, your form. Fire signs, action. Well, when it comes to occult magic is ruled specifically by Scorpio. Aspects do influence things, but trines are like a harmonious aspect between planets. A conjunction means they sort of blend together, and it's more difficult to tell them apart from one another. But an aspect of themselves does not mean that you're good at magic or certain things. Where they are placed is going to make all the difference. Sir, how to do magic for weight loss management? Well, I would do a series of sigils on that because it is multifaceted. The first thing that I would do is not use the term weight loss. Anytime you lose something, you're inclined to find it again. That's just our nature. So I would do a sigil for the release of excess weight I would do another with the intent of enjoying exercising, and another to enjoy eating healthy, and yet another for self-esteem and confidence, because anything that we don't like about ourselves physically, it chips away at our self-esteem and confidence. So you want to get a boost of that. You can also do a banishing candle to banish the excess weight, and follow it up with a white or light blue candle for good health. Also, if you can afford it, I would look into clinical hypnotherapists in your area that have good reviews and schedule a few sessions with them. If not, there are plenty of weight releasing self-hypnosis audios on YouTube. It's just that you may have to listen to them quite a while. They say about 21 times. Basically plan on a month of listening to those if you cannot find a hypnotherapist in your area that you can afford. Hypnotherapy isn't cheap, but it is well worth it for those who have the money to do so. So that would be my game plan for releasing excess weight. You'll notice that I put enjoying exercise and eating healthy in there, because truth be told, the reason that most people don't do it is because they don't enjoy it. And so it's important to change that perspective from despising it to enjoying it. And if you enjoy it, you do it all the time, right? So once you've done your magic with that, forget about it, set that aside, and focus on listening to your hypnotherapy sessions or going to your hypnotherapist, giving those subconscious commands that you've installed time to activate and take hold. So my brother just called, and he was going on about how he hates his job, delivering furniture. It's killing his knees, making his whole body hurt, having to take the entire weekend to recuperate after a full week of lifting heavy things. So I asked him, did you cast for a new job that you'll enjoy? No. Well, then quit your bitching. I mean, he knows how to do it. I showed him how to do it. And right after I showed him how to do it, a ball came rolling down the street and landed in the yard. I showed him, as I've shown you, how to take control of your reality. And yet many people don't want happiness. They'd rather just have people feel sorry for them and tell their tales of woe. Frater doesn't play that shit. Can you see the tremendous amount of patience that I have to have? Bitching and complaining about the way things are is a total waste of energy to me. You know, Frater has problems too. So I have many magical rights in my queue. I don't want people to tell me their problems just to tell me their problems. I want them to do something about those problems. They alone have the power to change them. People are free to waste their own time if they choose, but my time is not to be wasted. Speaking of which, that's all the time we're going to have for today, but I will return as soon as I am able to. So until then, take care.
Błagam was.